women for feeling proud and for wanting to have, that girl power and holding things over him. But no, you've got to give it up, lady. I please my man in every way. All the ways. Wake him up. What
is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boyz podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus.
And it's your boy, Don Wannabe, back in the house.
So somehow we've garnered more female fans from some of the reactions we've been doing, and Don thought it was appropriate to play these videos. So we'll see what Don has for you guys.
Hey, this
ladies.
is a woman speaking on women's issues. I'm just trying to listen to what women have to say.
Okay.
Is that wrong of me to want to get a woman's perspective?
I'm open to it, Don. I'm open, man. So we're playing this one first, then the other one second?
Yep.
All right, let me see. It's weird because you sent it to my phone, so I don't know how to retrieve it. You probably should email the second one to me because then I could just pull it up through my email, the Twittered one.
Okay.
All right, you guys, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and comment on all of the content. But if you're really rocking with the vibe, subscribe to the channel, trying to hit 100K before the end of the year. But without further ado, you know who it is. 40-year-old what? Boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old what? Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boyz podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40. All right, you guys, man. So your boy Don is coming with some heat, allegedly. Now, this is for, I guess, ladies. I guess the question is, what do you do to keep your man? Or do you even think that way? Do you think the man is supposed to keep you?
That's an interesting concept. And I just thought her idea of how to keep a man was interesting. So when we play this clip, I think it'll come to light. This was kind of blowing up this last week. Bunch of people were reacting to it, and I just wanted to get your opinion.
Look
see
at
what you thought.
Says on the screen, bro. Look at what it says, bro. I'm at the point where I'm like, can this be on YouTube? I mean, it could get age restricted if she starts talking crazy. So I don't know. We're literally anyway. So we'll see how this goes down.
And gentlemen, I want to know your opinion. Like, do you think this is what a woman should do to keep you? Let's play the clip and see.
Yeah, I feel like I should bring it back, but of course on Instagram they be kind of hating. So let me try to bring this back, you guys. And so ladies, do you agree with this?
Men, do you disagree
with this? Men, do you agree with this, or do you disagree with this? And let's get it. All right, let me just do this. I'm gonna try to do it the janky
for feeling proud and for wanting to have, that girl power and holding things over him. But no, you've got to give it up, lady. I please my man in every way. All the ways. Wake him up. He gets to nut. Before he leaves out the door, he's leaving empty nuts. At work, I am calling him like, come outside, it's your lunch break. It's time for you to get your nut off. When he gets home, he's getting fed. He is getting another nut and one before bed, or two if he's lucky. That's it. That's a secret. I make sure that my man nuts at least 6 or 7 times a day. I don't knock women for feeling proud and for wanting to have, that girl power and holding things.
They said God created the world in 7 days.
Bro. Okay, this is...
Hold on. I want to highlight this, my guy. Dude, my dude Flawedzilla is in the comments, bro, and he's like, "Ain't happening." Bro. I'm 43. I do not have time to bust 6 or 7 acorns a day.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
6 or 7 pistachios a day. That's all of your work energy. What am I gonna do? I'll just be a blob?
Yes. This is the whole reason. I was like, what man is trying to bust 6 or 7 times a day?
This is like a 21-year-old. Like, bro, if you're trying to keep a 20-year-old.
Do you remember that scene from Indiana Jones where they open the ark and the dude just starts melting and he just is completely drained?
Indiana Jones, the Temple of Poom?
I have seen exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I'm going to look like the crypt keeper day one. Like, what man is out there busting 6 or 7 nuts?
Ladies, I need to know right now, and you'll probably hate us by now. So if you unsubscribe, I do understand, and I still love you, ladies. I love the ladies. Trick love the kids. You know what I mean? But ladies, what the hell is she talking about? Now, men, what is she talking about? Is this real? Is this what men want, men? And ladies, is this what men want?
She's saying this is what you need to keep your man. I'd be dead after 1 week. I'd be dead of exhaustion. And I've got a pretty good gas tank. But even when I was 16, I think I'm maybe a couple times might have just, hit 6 or 7 times because it was like the first time. And I'm just like trying
to get phase. The honeymoon phase, that's lit.
Yeah.
But after the honeymoon phase, you're like, what? So let me tell you what I heard here, you guys. And this is what I heard. And this is when this interview went off the rails for me, okay? She said, I make sure he gets his acorn. You know what that stands for, right? He gets his pistachio. He busts a pistachio. Okay, I was like, okay, cool. You're attractive. I'm with that. Then she says, I wake him up. I was like, nah, breakfast?
Yes.
Eggs, bacon, toast, potatoes, gluten-free pancakes.
Yes, sir.
She said,
breakfast
no.
and in bed.
She said, hit my pancakes. Put some syrup on my pancakes. I'm like, I'm doing the work.
I just woke up.
He gets his pistachio. I got to do all the work.
Exactly. So basically you're saying the moment I wake up, I have to put in work. And then before I go to work, I've got to put in more work.
And you're going to show up to my job and make me do more work my time off, on my break.
When am I going to eat lunch?
Dude, she didn't say one thing about food. Oh, I brought you some.
She did say cook dinner.
She did? I missed that.
At the end. But I'm just like, dude, call me simple. But I'm just thinking like, you want to please me? Pack me lunch. It's that easy. Now, I will say.
Fire lunch, too. Like, yeah, it's all the protein that you need to reinvest in your pistachios. So I can give you all these pistachios that you are asking for.
Exactly.
Bro, that's crazy talk.
Now, this is.
I'm 43, y'all. What do you want?
This is real talk.
My wife be one. Sorry.
Real talk. Every now and then when you're having a stressful day, that would be nice. Be like, honey, I'm going to come see you at work. Because I have some crazy days. It's like, hey, baby, I just had a rough day. Oh, what's going on, sugar? Well, I was doing this job today. One of my crew members took a shit in the lawn. The dog ate it. The dog's at the vet now, throwing up. I'm going to have to pay for the vet bill. She's like, oh, honey, I got you. And now, mind you, everything I just said is a true story that actually happened to me. So on a day like that, if she says, I got you, babe, I'm going to come bring you lunch. And then she gives me a little sloppy, that would be nice. But every day I actually have to work.
I don't know if I agree with you. Now let's battle real quick. Let's battle. Would you prefer what you just said? Or your girl, you walk into the crib, your girl's understanding. First, she ain't going to want to hear all that. But if she's just like on some cool shit that day, she starts massaging your neck.
Yes.
Cooks you a dinner, massages your feet and says, baby, go to bed, wake up, clear your head, and you get to start over in the morning. Because this is my thing. Then that might make me be like, ooh, I want to crush. And then I go into that. Or for me, and this is just me, so you tell me what you think. I personally like to bust my pistachios when I get through the drama. I like to finish. Like, I like to complete the task at hand. So it's like a celebration. Like, girl, oh, we partying tonight, girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, at times, there's moments, but sometimes that will deplete your energy and you need that mental energy to complete the task at hand or problem solve. That's just me, y'all. That's just me. I know it probably sounds
I'm
whack.
different because I would say that if I'm like hyped up and kind of, angry or in a bad mood, that, that will release tension. You get a flood of oxytocin, so you relax. I heard Larsa Pippen say that Scottie Pippen was beating cheeks 4 times a night.
Whoa.
4 times a night for their 20 years of marriage.
There are aliens among us.
So he needs to get, he's got, multiple rings apparently for beating cheeks. He's the MVP of beating cheeks.
Yeah, he sure is.
So I was thinking dude, I don't know what type of man she's looking for, but hey, Scottie Pippen's in the mix. But then I found this guy this week, and these are his wedding vows. So maybe this is the perfect man for her.
Yeah, actually, let's go.
Only two things are required to keep me happy. Keep my belly full and my balls empty. Though you're amazing at half of it, we really need to get you some cooking lessons. Even when my belly isn't full, there is no one I could ever love more in this lifetime, unless I actually get a chance to meet Margot Robbie. Since the beginning, I was always told, life gets even better when the kids fall asleep and you tell me to come to the bedroom. Nothing's better than the sound of gagging and headboard slamming.
Michael.
P.S. Since you're so good at making decisions...
Is this real? Is this real, bro? Is that like his mom marrying them? Because she said his name like you know how your mom's like, Robert?
Yes.
No, this can't be real, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I hope it is a joke. I hope it's a joke because go ahead. Just let's finish it out.
Speaking of finishing.
Nothing's better than the sound of gagging and headboard slamming.
Michael.
P.S. Since you're so good at making decisions like marrying me, you can choose whether tonight's going to end with being a toaster, strudel, or a Twinkie.
Okay. First
Only
and
two
foremost,
things,
my dude, the end was a bar. Like,
Yeah.
we should literally sample that and make a song called Toaster, Strudel, or Twinkie. You know, so-
Sugar baby, sugar baby.
Toaster,
You
Strudel,
got
or
a sweet
Twinkie.
tooth.
Hey, let me see some
Toaster.
of that pinky. But tonight, do you want toaster strudel or that pinky? Toaster strudel Twinkie on that. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be great. It'd be great. The world would love our first rock song, Toaster Strudel. You shave, you got a little Adam Levine thing going on.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is hit those
Just
high
get that
notes.
5 o'clock
Toaster
shadow.
Strudel Twinkie.
And then I got to get a 6-pack and get a little more tatted up. I got some work to do, folks, before I'm Adam Levine.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
this
you
is
called
dumb.
something out. You said, is that the mom marrying them? Because my first thought was this poor woman does not have a strong male role model in her life.
Yeah.
Because if this is the man that you choose that is saying this on your wedding day in front of your whole family,
Yeah.
that's an L. And if she did have a strong male role figure in his life, he would have stepped up and slapped the ever-living shit out of that man. No?
It depends, right? So I agree with that notion. Absolutely. And ladies.
If that's your daughter?
Ladies, please tap in and let us know what you think in the chat or the comments. And fellas, tap in. Now, I'm going to say this. If that's my daughter, absolutely. Now, if you know the dude's personality, nah, dude, yeah.
That's unacceptable
you can't
talking
be
about
talking
your daughter
explicit.
gagging and hitting her head on the back of the headboard.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. That's crazy. That's mad disrespectful, yo.
And what wedding do you go to where there's not family and kids?
This is what I'm saying. And,
So hopefully this is a joke.
what
because-
I'm trying to say, though, is this dude, if it's not a joke, you can tell he's that dude that everyone knows jokes around, and people just accept it, right? Now,
Not today, Satan.
But what I was gonna say is, what if he's just like a ill, like high value type of dude, where he's really a good dude and he's really just clowning. And everyone's like, oh, this is funny. But still, my thing is, I'm not trying to hear some dude clowning about. I'm not trying to hear anything sexual about my family personally. Like, I'm just not. Like, I feel uncomfortable with that, you know, because I have family members. You know who they are. And they joke around about stuff like this, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I'm just not. That's just me personally. But they still joke around about certain things. So it is what it is.
Oh, call me old-fashioned. I guess that on your wedding day, you're supposed to express your everlasting love and, you know, tell her what a remarkable woman she is and not talk about her gagging.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. That's traditional. Look at that hairstyle. Like, this is not a
This is the other
traditional
thing
wedding.
that I was
This is
just
not
gonna
a
say.
traditional wedding, in my opinion. You know,
Yeah, that was one thing. When I saw the hair, I was like, I'm not trying to hate.
and she's laughing, going with it. She knows that she's giving good throaties. She knows. She's like, yeah, baby, I do need to work on my cooking. Look at that face. We really need to get you some cooking lessons. And that's her face in that moment. If this is real, she knows.
I laugh at uncomfortable things. When things get uncomfortable, sometimes
so
I will
fun.
laugh. When I'm feeling uncomfortable, sometimes I'll let out a laugh and people will be like, why are you laughing at that? That's ridiculous. Because I have a sick sense of humor. And also sometimes it's just like a tension breaker.
Yeah.
And people will do that just, you know, even if they're embarrassed, right? So, you know, again, I don't know. I hope it's a joke.
I guess that's a great, because like, you know,
because what are you going to do? Start crying?
There's so many personalities, right? But a lot of women would be like, stop, Rick, stop it. You're joking.
And then they will take you back to the house and be like, what are you doing? Why did you say that in front of my mom? That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to break down and start crying in front of everybody. So you're just like, funny.
Bro. It's weird because I didn't even think of it like that, but it's good to have like because we all have different personalities. She might have just been like, you're so silly. This is why I married you. I love this about you. And then just start throat gag. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you never know, but you know, there's that personality too, right?
That's abuse, son.
What are you on her? What? What do you mean?
What? I mean, I take that like, bro, you say some stuff like that's like degrading.
First and foremost, I'm not condoning this. I hope that didn't come off like that. I don't even know what you're saying. I'm saying, what if she enjoyed that? What if she liked that?
Well, what if she did? I'm saying my opinion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
To talk about your woman in front of, you know, her family on her wedding day, to me, I view that as abuse. That's what I'm just personally saying. So maybe she does like it, but that's just my 2 cents. Hopefully it's a joke, and maybe, you know, this dude could get with the woman in the first reaction because they seem like they're a match made in heaven.
As a father of a daughter, this is mad disrespectful, and I wouldn't allow this shit. It couldn't happen under my watch.
Dude, if that was my sister, this is what I'm just saying, that it's got to be a joke, because if I was any member of her family, uncle, you know, I would be like, dude, what in the ever?
This is what I'm saying. I know what you're saying, but we are literally living in the craziest times of clown world. We just went through 2020. There's a possibility this is real. That's all I'm saying.
I know there is.
And there is a possibility they both like this shenanigans. It's bro, think about this. I listen to Sam Cooke, The Supremes. I listen to hip hop, bro. In hip hop, people were scared about talking certain things when it came to sexuality. Now, on commercial radio, someone said, I'm eating the tea like groceries. I'm opening cheeks and eating something like groceries. We are in clown world. This does not surprise me anymore. Yeah. That's why I'm just adding that to that. Do you see how
crazy what you're saying.
The spectrum has changed? She might be like, oh my God, I'm turned on now. Bro, we're in clown world.
Yeah, I'm just saying again, like coming from me, if it was my sister, my daughter, I would be highly offended. I'd be like, I don't care if you're joking. I don't want to hear this. That's disrespectful.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I would get up at the very least, walk out and be like, dude, no. But you could be right. And I have a question for you.
Go
ahead.
When you say that, I feel so weird. Because sometimes I feel like you're saying I'm condoning this. I keep saying, this is trash. I'm a father. But I know what you're saying. So I just want to clarify that, because I'm just saying we're in clown world. Doesn't mean I'm in clown world, and doesn't mean I accept clown world. I'm just saying clown world accepts clown world. That's all I'm saying.
So I have a question.
All right, let's see.
You know how you have your wedding song?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is our song. Do you think... I'm going to put in my guess in the hat of what their wedding song is that they dance to. I'm going to go with Throat Baby.
Throat Baby. Throat Baby. I want to put it on you, bro. I have no clue. This is wild. This is a wild times. This is what I'm talking about. See, you knocked it out the park finally with that one. Because think about that. That is a current love song in this era.
Yeah.
Throat Baby. Throat Baby is a love song in our current society. Think about that for a second, and just go ahead and think about your love song in high school, or you know what you're like here. Like I'm 43, baby. Okay, I think I made my first mixtape for a woman, for a lady.
The mixtape era was the best.
Probably around 1994. I was 14. That's probably when I started dating. I think it had Keith Sweat, Brian McKnight. Who else was popping at the time? It had some old school like Temptations. Like you showing these girls that you got flavor, because there was no internet. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? You had to go get your dad's records and put it on a cassette tape in 94. And they're like, what's this? You're introducing them to the baby making music. Now, we weren't baby making at that age, you guys. I didn't lose my V until I was 18. But you're introducing them to this like love, like, girl, I love you. And I remember, man, this one, anyway, me and her made out to the whole Keith Sweat album. And I was just thinking about how much making out that is. I'm like, golly. Like literally just, you know, you are my loving brother, got me twisted. And it was funny because
Just tonguing her down. La, 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 la.
I was always, my mom knew, bro. She was like, yo, don't wife her. Don't wife her. Like she was basically saying that. She didn't say that, but she was like, that girl's fast. That's what she would say. And I didn't understand it. So these girls like had already lost their V. I hadn't.
Yeah.
And so like these long makeout sessions, I didn't realize I'm supposed to try to do things, but I wouldn't. I would just kiss them. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't,
You
you
weren't
know.
pushing the envelope.
Well, I had no experience. I didn't know you're supposed to do that stuff, you know? And again, I waited till I was 18.
Or that you could. Not necessarily
Yeah.
that
You're all
you could.
nervous. You're just like,
Yeah.
like it's just funny, man.
But dude, the mixtape era was the best, man, because and that's that like romanticism that's kind of died in the culture. Like I hear women talk about like how men won't even take them on dates anymore. Like we watch red pill content and you'll hear these younger ladies talking about how men won't even take them on like a dinner date. And what you're pointing to is like, dude, I used to make mixtapes for girls that I liked, and you have to take time. You have to sit there and stop, record, grab a new tape, put it in, fast forward it to the song. Oh, I messed up, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, you know, I wouldn't just always put love songs. I would put on like things that were like my taste. And it was a way to introduce yourself to this girl and be like, this is what I'm about. This is my personality. Here's this song. And you put in these love songs in there as well. And then she listens to it and it's like, man, she knew.
Because you're courting her.
You're courting her and she knows that you spent hours making this. You took the time and then you put, you know, the little note on it, whatever. Like I would write out the song so that if they liked one, they could find it.
Look, you know, our society, see, I was in a traditional household. So my mom was like, even when I rapped, don't say that, Hito. Treat the ladies, da-da-da-da. I knew from early. And then my dad, boy, pull your pants up, tuck in your seat, man. You going on a date. Look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Clean yourself up.
Here's this, here's that, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, it's different, man. We're in a society where they've torn down the nuclear family, you know? So what do you expect? And then with technology, you know what I'm saying? Like a digital flower, bro. I gave girls flowers, cards, cassette tapes, and I was still rough around the edges because we had that good toxic masculinity where you still, you know, have hair on your chest and working out and not taking BS. But you're still opening the car door, giving a flower, taking them to dinner. Yeah, I'm supposed to pay because I'm supposed to take the lead.
Yeah, and everyone is so worried about simping nowadays. Like there is a level where you can take it too far.
Yeah, but there's
and give a woman too much that is not deserving. She hasn't earned that. But as a certain point, as a man, it's like be a little vulnerable.
It's traditional etiquette.
And I just look at it as like, be a little bit vulnerable if you really like a girl and take a risk that maybe she's like, oh, this guy got me flowers and paid for dinner. You know, I don't really like him. But if you really like that person and she likes you, she's going to be like, oh, he's willing to give something of himself.
Yeah.
And open up a little bit.
We'll wrap this up because this is unraveling because me and you could go back and forth. What you're saying is absolutely correct. But that was in our time. Right now, like, this is why the red pill content exists, because the women aren't traditional. So sometimes being vulnerable puts you in a very bad position, right? You got to work on becoming excellent, being masculine. Then you could have these experiences and read women properly. So it's a conversation we could just go back and forth on. But you're right.
But that's why I specifically said that, you know, sometimes you'll make the mistake of giving that to a woman who hasn't earned it or is not deserving of it.
Facts.
And that's the reality. But sometimes you got to swing and sometimes you're going to get burnt. And if you're, you know, just to wrap this up, if you're sitting there like, this is a war, I'm not going to give anything because we're at war. And she's like, no, I'm not giving anything because I've been burnt and we're at war, then you get nowhere.
I feel that.
Both sides have to take a little risk. Open up a little bit.
Yeah, but us being out of the dating market in a sense, actually, you can be great market research.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, this society has made it a lot harder to be vulnerable and do certain things. You just have to be a little.
I would agree.
You know,
I would agree.
And it's unfortunate.
We're not in disagreement.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, wow, I could do this when I was young. Yeah, I got played a grip, but
absolutely.
What you're saying is right, because in that era, no technology, I got played. Man, we've talked anyways, but
this was supposed to be a little short reaction.
Yeah. No, I mean, I knew this would happen. This is why I like. Anyways, you guys, let us know what you think, man.
Yeah. Let us know.
Pistachio, toaster, strudel, or Twinkie. What are you? Toaster, strudel, or Twinkie? And are you, keeping the soccer balls deflated or inflated? Does your man need that energy to whoop ass in the world, or do you keep those balls deflated?
Men, is that what you really need? You need 6 nuts a day to be happy?
Anyway, life is wild. Like, share, comment, content, subscribe. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.